Hi guys, welcome back for another video. My name is Emily. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on my video. Don't forget to also click that like and subscribe button. Today's Feature Friday, we're actually going to go over hardening off your outside houseplants. Your outside gardening plants. Gardening plants, not houseplants, gardening plants. You also could do it with houseplants as well, but today I'm going to go over gardening plants. So when your plants get a okay size, they've gone through the first set of leaves, gone through the second set of leaves, that's when I actually start my hardening off process, because it does take a little bit to actually get it perfectly ready to be outside. So we're going to talk about this little tomato plant I have right here. So this is the Sunrise Bumblebee tomato plant. I'll insert a picture here because it's just a beautiful plant. So it has actually lost its first and second set of leaves, which is totally fine if it gets a little bit straggly. When I plant it in the ground, we're just going to plant it a little bit deeper, so then, because all the little hairs on it, you see these little hairs? I don't know if you can see the little hairs. All the little hairs will actually produce little roots, so it will be fine that it's lost these leaves. But when you are hardening off your plants, especially at first, you want to make sure that it's a nice calm day, because the wind, even the slightest breeze, your plants are going to suffer because of it. So pick a nice calm day. I started just when I got home from work, so about 6:30 p.m. You don't want to start doing it until it's consistently above like 10-ish degrees. I normally don't. There's a bee. We're just gonna stay very still. Okay, it's gone. Yes, you don't want to start them until it's consistently above 10 degrees outside, and then once they get their second set of leaves, you can start the process. I wait till they're like a decent size before I start hardening them off, but you're gonna want to start for like 30 minutes outside, or probably actually an hour. So do an hour outside one day, the next day do an hour outside, and then the next day after that you can do 2 hours outside, and then 2 hours, and then 3, and then 3 hours, and that's kind of how I harden off. So I do each hour for in 2 days in a row. So 1 hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 4 hour, until I hit all day long. And then you can start leaving them out at night as well. Just at night, you want to make sure that the temperature is not going to drop too much. I find it super helpful to actually leave them where they're going to be planted. So instead of like on a table or something, put them on the actual ground so they actually get used to that temperature, because even like from like my height to the ground can be a little bit colder, right? The ground is also a little bit colder because it's the ground instead of the air. Once you start doing that, you can start introducing a little bit more wind. Like, it's a little bit windy out today, but like if I knock this back and forth, it's not toppling over, where if I were to do that the first few days, this would have been all the way down here. Like, it just would have fallen over, it wouldn't have bounced back up. Oh yeah, it's a little sun stressed, or sun deprived. I don't know if that's the word. So I'm actually doing this with all my plants. So I do it with my tomatoes, my peppers. I have some little fuchsias. If you haven't seen what a fuchsia looks like, I have a bunch of fuchsias out here. I actually have some succulents that I just picked up, because there's some succulents I'm going to put on my table. I have a cucumber out here. This is a lemon cucumber. Not ready for the garden yet. When you start to see, so let's say you hit that like 6 hour mark, and it's been 2 days of 6 hours, and you start to see those new leaves growing. So this is my first set of new leaves right here, since I started putting it outside. So when those new leaves start happening, you can tell that that's a good sign. That means it's getting really, really used to outside. On this lemon cucumber, you can see that this leaf right here is brand new, so this one could probably be left outside right now. I'm not quite ready for that, but that's okay. There's also some new leaf right there. Can you see the little ball of it? On my peppers are a little bit tiny. Sorry, I'm reaching for a pepper. So my peppers were a little bit tiny when I put them outside, but they've actually done quite well, and they are growing their new leaves as well. So I am actually going to check the temperature, and I think I'm going to leave everything outside tonight, and we'll see how it goes. A few of my tomatoes really aren't doing very well, and I actually put my beans outside a little bit too soon. And because I put my beans outside a little bit too soon, they're quite leggy at the bottom. I thought they were gonna fully die. They didn't. I will take you over there and show you those now, but I've actually just cut the leaves off of it and they're now planted in the ground. I cut the bottom leaves off of it. That did not look very good, and it's growing, so I'm super surprised. I thought I was gonna have to restart them, but let's go show you guys that now. Okay, so these are my very sad looking beans. So all of the, oh, what are you? You see that? That's so great. I love having pests on there. So like how this leaf looks, all the bottom leaves had done that, and even the stem doesn't look very healthy. But if you look right here, so I cut the leaves right there, and on that side, you can actually see there's some new growth coming in there, and then all of these is all new growth. So I have tied them up so they will trail upwards, but they all have some new growth happening. You can see that one right there, and this one is down here, which I just need to plop it upright. I'll have to tie it up, I think, just to get that to stay up. What bug is that? Are you like a black fly? What are you? So these are my pumpkins, and they kind of did the same thing. So here you can see that there just was a little bit too cold for them, but look at the new growth happening in there, and all my pumpkins did that. But there's new growth. Look at the new growth. So basically the point is that you just want to go low and slow. So start it very, very slow. Don't jump right into it. Make sure your plants are actually ready for it. I have a few plants that like they weren't ready for it and they have died because of it. Like this strawberry orange tomato. The plant wasn't ready to be put outside, and it told me that. So I don't even know if there's anything saving it, to be honest. We'll see. But don't make my mistake and go super slow. Only 30 minutes or an hour, whatever you're comfortable with. Make sure it's not breezy. Watch the direct sun as well, because if it's not used to the direct sun, it's gonna burn the leaves. So watch that direct sun, and good luck. That's all I have to say. If you guys made it all the way to the end, thank you. Leave me a little tomato emoji, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.